What's going on, guys? Triple G here with another Borderlands 3 video, and today we're going to do a really quick guide into the new Guardian Takedown. But before I do that, if you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and joining us on Twitch 5 times a week. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the first section is all about just ad clearing here. You will come against some normal enemies here. It is as simple as clearing these enemies, and if you are soloing it, once you have cleared it, you do not need to press the button. You can see that the door is open here, so you do not need to do the plates. If you were in a group, you would need to stand on said plate until it is charged, but you don't need to do that until after the enemies have spawned. After clearing a short jumping puzzle, we find ourselves into the second area, where the objective here is to clear the ads and make way for the plate section, or the kind of pad section where we're going to charge these crystals. So once you have cleared the ads, we're going to go and press the button, and then there are 3 plates to clear. Now if you're in a group, you can obviously clear them with people doing multiple plates, but if you're a solo, it's pretty simple. Stand onto the plate until you get a little symbol saying the plate is charged. If you allow an enemy on the plate, it will slow down that charge, and you'll get a nice little visual when the plates are charged, and then you can move on to the next area. So the next area is just a simple ad clear exercise. We'll have 2 spawns. We'll have these spawns at the front and then one towards the door at the back. Once you've cleared all the ads, the ground will start to shake and the door will begin to open. In this next section, if you are a Mara or Zane where you can carry a lot of speed, you can actually skip the entire section by running down this left hand side and jumping off the edge. Here we can go straight down this hole here and completely skip the section. Otherwise, what you would need to do is clear ads here and then jump using the purple platforms. So once we've dropped down, we will find our first mini boss, Anathema the Relentless. Now that she is quite a simple boss, you can attack her with a recursion or with any corrosive type of weapon, and essentially what will happen, her health bars are in segments. Each time that you delete a segment or kill that segment, you will need to move to a plate or platform that does not have a red bar. Now do not worry, you have plenty of time to traverse this map and get across to the next sections. The boss will actually follow you after each section, so you don't need to look for the boss. What I decided to do here is I would wait for the boss to spawn by me and the little mini enemies around him, and then use the recursion to kill the boss. Again here, just using the recursion, getting that immunity phase, and then not panicking, kind of looking which area that I'm going to jump to next, knowing full well once I was safe, the boss was going to come to me. Essentially, you repeat that several times until you get the boss down to the end, and it's kill and loot. Nice and simple. So once we've picked up our loot, we're going to travel through a portal, and essentially we're going to repeat the same process just in a different area. So we will come across some enemies, we will clear said enemies until the ground begins to shake, jump on the platforms to traverse the map until we get up to a higher section where there will be a button for us to press to start the process of clearing the crystals. Again, this is exactly the same process as we did before. Essentially stand on the platform, do not let the enemies onto the platform, which will pause and affect the charging, and once you've done all 3 platforms in this area, you're then able to move on to the next section. So the good news now is that's all the ad clearing done, and we are on to the boss fight. So travel through the final portal, and then we are about to fight Scourge, a really interesting fight. So he's very simple to fight, but there are a little bit of mechanics that you do need to be aware of. So he has segments again like some of the other enemies. Once you have damaged a section to his immunity phase, you then need to stand into the shadows here and basically avoid his gaze. And essentially what that will mean is you will not get damaged. If you are not in that gaze, you will be one hit and downed into fight for life. As you can see there, you can't do any damage to him while he's doing that, but essentially you will continue to do that until you get teleported into a new area. This area is really simple. Clear the enemies as fast as you can, and then jump through the portal and repeat. Once you have entered for the second time, you will get a jump pad where you can jump up and melee a crystal, damage the boss again. You will then fight some more enemies, until he goes into his gaze phase again here, remembering to stay in the shadows until he has finished his thing, not like I did there, else as you can see, Fight for Life is instantly kind of activated. Getting down to where his corrosive armor bar is completely deleted, and you will be teleported into another area. Again guys, really simple: kill the enemies, jump into the portal, get back, jump onto the jump pad and melee the crystal on the right, and you're already into the home stretch of this boss fight. The last section of this boss fight is really simple guys. It is an exact same carbon copy process of the start of the fight. We are going to damage the boss until it gets to a segment of immunity, and then hide in the shadows so his gaze doesn't delete us from the map. As you can see here, the only difference from the first couple of sections is you will get these big brained enemies that you do need to kill at a distance, because the area of effect damage on them is brutal. But a side note, they do actually kill enemies as well. Once you have done that, getting down to his final section, and that is the Guardian Takedown complete guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel or joining us on Twitch 5 times a week, and I will catch you on the flip guys.